Hey guys, David here with Northwest Outdoor Adventures, and today I'm going to walk you guys through how to change your oil on your DRZ400. So let's jump right in. I'm going to get started and go over the parts and everything you guys are going to need to do this. And if you'd like, you can follow along just with this video and my voice, or if you look down below in the description, you'll see a detailed list of everything that you're going to need and you're going to do. The minimum that you'll need is a funnel, a socket wrench with a 14mm, a 12mm, and a 10mm socket, 1.9 quarts of engine oil. You can reference this little chart right here to see what you need in your environment, as well as a way to catch the oil like a pan or something. You'll also need an oil filter with 2 different O-rings, and that's it. The first thing you want to do after letting your engine warm up a little bit is to unscrew the filler cap, which can be found on the front throttle side of your frame. Be sure to catch any excess oil or anything that comes out with the dipstick, as it is built into the cap. Go ahead and place whatever kind of oil catching device you have underneath your bike, because oil is going to start spilling out here real soon. Next, you'll want to remove the frame tube drain plug from the frame and drain the engine oil into the drain pan. Be careful, because it's very easy to spill. You may notice that I have a skid plate on my bike, and some of you may or may not have one on yours. Don't worry about it too much, the plugs are all in the same spot. I just have a big hunk of metal covering the bottom of my engine. The next thing we want to do is grab our 14mm socket and head below the engine. We're going to remove the drain plug from the bottom of the engine and drain the engine oil into the drain pan. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to do it now. You should find a level, flat place to be doing this with your bike. Some kind of driveway or something. As long as it's flat, it'll work. Next, we're going to want to grab our 10mm socket and head on over to the throttle side of the bike. Here we're going to be removing the nuts that are holding in the filter cover. Just be aware that there will still be oil inside of this filter housing, and so it is going to come leaking out, and there's also probably a dirty oil filter in there that you're going to find. So be prepared for that. Have some paper towel or something on hand to catch it with, and also make sure you position your oil pan underneath it. So once you have that cover off, you're going to want to remove the dirty oil filter found inside, as well as the small O-ring that's found inside that housing behind that filter. And also there's another O-ring, a larger one, found on the case itself, or maybe it's stuck to the housing wall. Next, we're going to want to take our new small O-ring and place it inside of the filter housing over the stem. Make sure to lube it up a little bit first. And then we're going to take our large O-ring and place it in the filter cover. And we're also going to want to lube that up a little bit. Once we have both of our new O-rings in there, we're going to want to take our new filter and place it with the whole side facing inward, and then place that in there and put the new O-ringed cover on top of it and bolt it on down. And you don't need to go overboard tightening these nuts, just enough so that you feel comfortable that they'll stay on there. Should be good enough. Next, you want to grab your drain plug, hopefully cleaned off a bit, and go ahead and place that back underneath the engine in the drain plug hole. Go ahead and tighten that up. And again, you don't want to over tighten any of these, just enough to feel secure that they're not going to fall off. And once that's in there, go ahead and find your frame tube drain plug and put that back in the frame tube drain area. And again, don't over tighten it. Once you feel confident that everything's all nice and buttoned up and tight, go ahead and grab your engine oil and your funnel and start pouring some oil into your engine. You'll notice that I switched to a measuring cup. So anyways, like it says in the beginning of this, you need 1.9 quarts of engine oil. That's what Suzuki says fits inside of this, and so that's what I did. And it turned out to work perfectly for me, so yep, I filled in my first quart, and then the next one I measured out, and that's where I got it. So after you've put all of your oil into your bike, go ahead and remove your oil pan, because you don't want that getting in the way. And then we're going to go ahead and start her on up. So we're going to want to let our bike run for about a couple minutes, 3-4 minutes or something like that. And after it's ran a little while, we're going to want to shut it off for approximately a minute, and then we're going to want to check the oil. So to do that, we're going to want to pull out the dipstick, which is found in the engine oil cap. And after we take that off, wipe it clean, put it back in, measure it again, and see what it looks like. If it's in the range, then we're good to go. Happy riding, boys. Thanks for watching.